This is the beginning of lesson 3, so when we left off last time we were on the Landau section, so we'll just run through the form to get us back to there. So going through the Gandao at the moment, and then through for the cuts, and then we'll be going into the Quandao section, and then from that into the Landau section, and that gets us back to where we finished in lesson 2.
From this one, there's two ways you can do this, because this is where you go into the jump, the 360-degree leap. So you can either do it going forwards in the same direction as you were doing the swords, doing the rest of it, and then go back, or you can do it going across this way. So you go that way, and then when you come back, you go this way, and then go back into this. I mean, you can even do it diagonally if you wanted to. It doesn't actually matter as long as you're performing it in the right way. You could even go diagonally with it and go across this way. Yeah, that's it. And when you go to perform the jump, you just take out the the step with the right foot. And when you go back, you take out the step with the left foot. So you go from here, take out the step with the right foot, and then here, take out the step with the left foot. So they're the two. You're really using it to go from one side of a weapon to the other side. So you defend the weapon and you push it past you, so that you then come down on the outside of the weapon. So you defend, you push it over the top of your head, and then you come down and cut. Push it across and then come down and cut. That's right. That's right. And you can do it without the jump, because you can do it without pushing the weapon over. You can just block and then come around for the cut, or block and then come around for the cut. But you turn the foot, and then you step to a neutral stance, facing this way, facing the way you're facing. Then you come back to another neutral stance, facing the opposite way. So you can break it down into steps. So you go turn, neutral stance, neutral stance. Neutral stance facing away, that's it. That's it. So 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So if I put the whole thing together, 1, 2, 3. And then this bit. So that'll be the next bit. So once you've done the jump and you come back, then you step back at a 45-degree angle and you do a pak dao. So you use the back of the blade, pak dao, and then fak dao. So you swing. So once you come down from the jump, back at 45 degrees, pak down, fak down. That's it. So you'll be doing it at a 45-degree angle. So it's not. It might look like it's just to the side. It's not to the side. It's to the side and back. That's better. Yeah. That's it. That's right. That's right. So you go from the jump and then back and then step back into the side. The reason why it's the back of the sword is that so that you push the other person's weapon, and also so you don't cut yourself. So you have the back towards your arm. So it's to the and it's two movements. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. 1, 2. That's it. And then you'll come into this one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to this one.
So what's that one?
So that is the this one is Tong Dao. This one is two. This one is two movements. It's you deflect the incoming attack, then you deflect it with the lead sword. So rear sword deflects, lead sword deflects, and then the rear sword comes underneath for the cut. So you come underneath. So when you're practicing this exercise, that's what this first part is: deflect, deflect, cut.
Okay, yeah.
So deflect, deflect, cut. Now I'm going to show you the other side, which is all part of this movement. The other side is deflect with the lead sword, cover with the rear sword, and cut this way. So that's deflect, deflect, cut. So you've got deflect, deflect, cut on this side, and then you have deflect, deflect, cut on this side. Deflect, deflect, cut, deflect, deflect, cut. And then what they do is they put the practice of it together so that you're doing this one and then you're doing this one, but you stay in stance. So you go, and then this part is just a reset. So deflect, deflect, cut, deflect, deflect, cut, and then reset. Deflect, deflect, cut, deflect, deflect, cut, reset. So deflect, deflect, cut, deflect, deflect, cut, deflect, deflect, cut. There's about 120 degrees between them, although that doesn't make much. But basically, it's like a figure of 8. It's like the scale-electric track, you know, when the one car chases the other car. So you know, like this one, that one sword follows the other sword. One sword follows the other sword. So when this one comes around in the figure of 8, then this one follows it. And then when this one comes around, this one follows it. So you want to picture the figure of 8 in front of you, and you want one sword to chase the other sword round the scale-electric track. And one car cannot catch the other car, so it's got to stay the same distance apart. So when this one takes a move, this one takes a move. When this one takes a move, this one takes a move. When this one takes a move, this one takes a move. So you end up with a gap of one sword leading the other sword and the other sword following around, and both drivers are equally as good.
It's hard trying to think in reverse
Yeah,
from where you are. So we've got to there, that goes there,
that's it.
then step back.
That's right. And there are 3 of these in the form. So when you've done this pack down, fact down, you go 1, 2, 3, and then they come out to a double bong.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that would be how you would finish that. You'd go 1, 2, 3, and then they would go to a double bong.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and then they come out in front. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm actually facing the same way. And then again, emphasizing the elbow to the wrist coordination. So the same thing when you're doing this one, the elbow coming around, the wrist coming around.
Yeah.
So you've got wrist, 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 wrist.
Yeah.
So you're developing that flexibility in the wrist to be able to coordinate those cuts so you can deflect. Again, if you feel the pressure of the other person's blade or the other person's weapon, and then you can deflect and come through for your cut. So you're learning to coordinate those elbow and wrist, and then be able to feel use contact reflexes basically to assess the force, and then go whichever way is comfortable for the counterattack. But yeah, I mean, you can hit with the handle, you can hit with the grip, so you can use all those different things, but mostly you're dealing with these kind of cuts, or upward cut or downward cut, and the coordination of the feet with the hands, just like in the empty hand system, being able to coordinate arm and leg coordination so that you can adjust the position in relation to the other person. Yeah, so there aren't huge amounts of technique in it, but but the accuracy and what it's supposed to represent is crucial. Yeah. So from that lan, so the jump, then pack down, fat down, and then into the Tong down, the figure of 8 rotation. And then double bong, and then from the double bong you rotate back inwards and you step forward and strike. So you step through with your right foot. So you've come out of this one and then you go forward. So 1, 2, 3, and then step forward. That's it.